down here in San Antonio, we're just going through a heat wave. Well, we went past a heat wave. Now the weather's going back to normal, like in the mid-90s and so on. But anyway, the topic I wanted to talk about was Chazz and Branwin from the show Love After Lockup. And I got a couple comments on both characters, mostly on Chazz, but I got a couple things I'll say about Branwin. As far as Chazz, the way I feel about him and his character and everything like that, don't like him at all. And the reason for that is because he's very needy, very clingy, and he just comes off as a beta male. And even at his age at 56, you would think that he would develop over time and, grow into being a man, but nope. I guess some people are just hopeless. But the other thing I don't like about Chazz is him going on these prisonpenpal.com sites, preying on women who obviously, quote unquote, need him, because that's what Chazz will always be. I will say low key that he probably does have some stability and some money in his pocket, so he will be what a woman needs, not what she wants, because there is a world of difference when it comes to that. And you got to ask yourself too, like in any relationship you get into, would you rather be with a woman who needs you or who wants you? And you can decide for yourself what you want, what's best for you. But furthermore, Branwin obviously was not into Chazz at all. And you would think even at his age right now, he would learn how to read the room. It's like with life, you learn what people call the, social skills, you learn about people, if I go and talk to a woman and she's only giving me like one word replies, she's not initiating contact, I'm going to take it as she's not interested. But Chazz doesn't seem to think about that. He's very pushy, very clingy, and he got married to Branwin right after she got out of prison. He did it to lock her down because he felt like she would less likely run. And maybe at the beginning she might have had some feelings for him. Maybe she liked the guy at the very beginning on a personal level and maybe decided to maybe give it a shot. But at the same time, you being locked up like that, you're going to reach out to anybody who can help you, like commissary, cosmetics, things like that, or just someone to, talk with to pass on the day, blah, blah, blah. Someone to keep money on your minutes, someone to, whatever. Someone that could do things for you. And that's what Chazz seemed like he was being. I think Chazz knew what he was doing, but like I said, it's very predatory and it's very desperate. It's almost like this man couldn't find anyone on Tinder to match with him or anything like that. So he had to go after an inmate. And I think I don't think that's right. And if you type in Chazz's name on Google, because he's been married 5 times from what I've heard, he seems to go after women who are damaged, and he tries to, quote unquote, look like he's the good guy by trying to rescue them. But I see it as he's trying to, go after his own sexual needs. His wife, I don't know if it's the one who passed away, but you can take a look on her face. It's the one where he's in the Marine uniform down in Hawaii, and you can see his wife standing next to him. And yeah, she looks like she's done a few drugs in her time. Don't know if she was currently using at that point. Don't know anything about it, but yeah, that should show a little backdrop on Chazz's character. Now, going on with Branwin, the only thing I don't like about her is her vocal fry, like the way she slurs when she talks. Her being in her 40s, acting like a 22, 23-year-old girl, So I see Branwin as just being immature and just stupid, We can obviously tell that Branwin, and we don't know how Chazz didn't see it either, but everyone watching, on TV or on YouTube or anything like that could clearly tell that Branwin was not attracted to Chazz by any means. And before y'all come in the comments and be like, well, she actually did sleep with him that one time. And I said, well, just like some people can make themselves cry, some people can make themselves sleep with other people. So we don't know. She probably had her eyes closed the whole time and probably pretended that Chazz was somebody else. for all we know. But like having any genuine attraction to someone like Chazz from Branwin's point of view, I think not. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, I think it's just the lack of masculinity that Chazz exhibits is what makes everybody cringe, you know, because he tries to come off as a quote unquote what people on Reddit or whatever will call a nice guy, and he's only nice when he needs something in return. But other than that, I mean, like, I think, you know, he probably should just hang it up at now. I mean, he's almost 60. I don't see the man like finding anybody anytime soon, especially if any women see him on TV and see how he acts. And that might be the only pull that he has, is that some women may get with him just to either be on TV or they may try to use him for his wallet or whatever like that. But I think any woman who don't really care about that kind of stuff, they're going to stay away from him as far as possible. Because, I mean, I've been with a Chazz before, you know, a female Chazz who was very needy and clingy, and it was exhausting. It was smothering, and I couldn't handle it. It was almost like I couldn't breathe. It was just wasn't worth the work, and I'll end it there. But other than that, for the rest of y'all, I hope y'all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, actually, before I leave, there was one thing I also wanted to add before I stop recording. Later on in the show, Chazz got a message from Tawny, who is Branwin's friend or ex-friend, saying, hey, you know, your girl Branwin is back on the escort site. And I personally believe, this is just my theory, that Branwin wanted out of the relationship, so she conspired with Tawny, because, I mean, one, how did Tawny get Chazz's cell phone number? So obviously she probably could have gotten it from Branwin. Be the easiest way for her to get it. So Branwin probably tells Tawny, hey, you know, tell Chazz this, tell Chazz that, because it was a plan to get him to divorce her. I think Tawny was in on it. I think she was just pretending to be the concerned friend for Chazz, so to speak, or be a concerned person towards Chazz. But that's just my run of suspicion. Can I prove it? No, but now I'll end it here. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.